Hello again, welcome to the next episode of Sword Feet Adventurers. And let us begin. You're all sitting around the table eating breakfast, and you've just met the new High Lord's new best friend, Andreas Minarin. He is uneasily eating breakfast there. Well, since we are on the topic, have you ever given much thought to being my agents?
Yes, one moment. And by his leg is his backpack. He takes out some rather slightly crinkled, but pristine papers. And he kind of slides it over.
There's a lot of food.
Yeah.
There's a lot of food in the way. You're just going to try to pass it down. Or
Yeah.
You know there's a couple of looks like there is one of the servants there.
Okay. I get a servant's attention. Hey, over here.
And the servant just approaches you and just
For Lord Faustus.
nods and just kind of brings it around. Thank you, my dear. He goes on. He's looking at. I like a dwarf who shows initiative.
Those are my conditions. And basically state, hang on, here we go. Demand half of all promised payment. No. What was it? Payment is in demand of half of whatever is to be awarded as a lump sum. If so, all specifications for the mission, quest, or task shall be written down in common for anyone to plainly understand, requiring every detail of tasks at demand. The said client will not take any risks or perform any difficult deeds without payment in money or in kind, unless those deeds bring immediate personal reward to the mercenary, and will not be punished if said 30 days pass and possibly works for a competing offer.
He makes a motion. You see the servants kind of leave the room. They kind of close the door behind them.
And the Okri speaks up and says, "You can forget about the 30 days thing.
He kind of just stares at you and
The dwarven brother is along on our side. I can't betray him."
that was the most worrisome part. I can't rightly sign this, but I can make you a promise.
And why can't you sign this?
For one, you want me to... I can give you money for your trips. That is easy enough. I cannot give you half or even a portion of what I can promise you, as the rewards will be boundless.
There is no lump sum, so that section of the contract is null.
You are thinking too small with this contract.
I'm a mercenary.
You're only thinking of money, and you're not thinking of titles or lands. If you become my agent, you could get a nice portion of the mountains cut out for you. Maybe a new bridge can be named after you. He kind of smiles. He stares at you.
And his Okri's eyes grow to be beady and suspicious. No.
Or just made how it was.
I have a home back in the Dwarven Keep.
Yes, as you said, the Bright Blade clan.
Aye.
I am familiar with this clan. But we are getting off topic. As for the second part, you wished for me to write down everything. I will have to say no to that. For if you were to, as my agents, it will be dangerous work. If you were to be captured and were unable to destroy such documents, it would give our plans away. But you will be in constant communication with me and my advisors, points to the High Marshal behind him.
Wait a second, it was that like awkward little hand thing?
And he just kind of points. He's just
Oh, okay.
pointing to the High Lord and maybe occasionally you can get some wisdom from Kurt.
I have worked with this kind before. If you create a cipher, demands may be written.
I see where you're going with that. I was just going to say a sending stone.
Words can be betrayed. Contracts can't.
If you want me to sign it, I would sign something. We can make a personal contract later. But there is much news. As I have taken an interest in all of you, he kind of spreads his hands. I have rounded up all the information I could on each and every one of you.
He also subtly leans away.
Oh, have you heard of my ancestor? I come from a line of heroes.
There was something about that. But
The great Burrick Brightblade, Dragonsbane, in fact.
maybe another time. Another time you could regale me on his greatness.
Right.
But these terms are acceptable. You are all receive great much to receive.
So, am I understanding this right? In that you want us to be your agents because you believe we're part of a prophecy?
Yeah, this is part of it, yes. But
Well, why me then? I'm just a dancer.
you are more than just a dancer, my dear.
I
As you showed in the combat. You have magic.
don't really like to fight.
No one likes fighting.
Notice I'm just a dwarf too. This prophecy didn't come from a cleric. Just a false dwarf. Take it as you will.
Do you think all the soldiers want to fight? In every war, the soldiers wish to protect those they love. They're not there to fight.
You've never met a dwarf. Properly.
Maybe I should meet more.
I am a dwarf and I am Okri. Lover of battles.
Of course. And for instance, Saoirse, you do know your circle. Your circle has much to gain.
That is right.
And if you were to be my agent, you would be much more able to talk to me of the concerns for the circle. It would be double. It would be two-way. They tell you their troubles, and perhaps I can help them. And you versa. Maybe I do know your troop are living in a rundown, but nice, homey building. Perhaps a much finer theater, even, for your troop to perform in. With some land to call your own.
I still feel like I'm underqualified for this.
How do you think I feel? I am getting ready to go into war with my uncles. A large time will just, you see him just like say next to you. And he's gonna raise his hand. Do I really need to be here? No, you don't. I'm sorry, boss, but I'm going to leave. Kind of put other things. He pats you on the shoulder. Good luck.
Thank you.
Gives a bow and kind of leaves. And he goes out the door. You guys all watch them. This very tall, thin elf leave. With that, as he's leaving, you just see you hear kind of like get. As he leaves, you hear a big kind of more footprints come by, and one of the guards knocks on the door. Just Enter, he saunters. The fire here. She has awoken, my lord. Do you want her to... Of course. Breakfast for all. Bring the thunderer. And he's... That way, as you wish, my lord. He just kind of closes the door and there's some talking you guys hear. And he opens it and allows, you see his familiar fire Ganassi walking. Afi, was it?
Yes.
Please, join us for breakfast. As you enter, you see they're all kind of around the large table, and there's a very fine spread food, a bunch of different kind of foods, well, mainly breakfast foods around the table.
I start eating.
You approach down. You just notice there's Kurth in the corner by where like the bar is, just drinking in the background, and you do know you kind of walk by, or you see the High Marshal standing behind the High Lord.
I wink towards the High Marshal.
You get up and back. You sit down. We were just, I heard you are a heavy sleeper. They had troubles waking you.
Yes. Well, a lot has happened in the last 24 hours.
Indeed it has. And you become quite renowned here, even. But the servants are calling you the Thunderer.
What a strange name.
I do not possibly know where it came from.
Still a strange name.
I am not the one who gave it to you. Now, we were just discussing if you all agree to be my agents, and you have much to gain.
I want to talk to the rest of my troop first before agreeing to anything.
And I have one last condition.
That can be agreeable. Please, Mr. Breadblade, I must, what is your last condition?
I have taken part in battles of territory, but nothing of this grand. This involves a dwarf from a kingdom of dwarfs. I represent my clan. By doing so, if I choose the wrong side, I could bring shame further into the clan of the Brightblades. I must have their approval.
It's understandable. But I do understand that under your circumstances you have been banished and are not part of their clan.
I am part of their clan. I am still part of their clan.
All right.
As you humans say, it is merely a timeout. I shall be back, whether with honor or humility. But I am still part of the Brightblade clans. Do not mistake that.
I meant no offense. That is politics is tricky topic.
You said you had the backing of the dwarfs. It should be no issue, if so.
The dwarves are allies to the kingdom. They really have nothing to gain or to lose here. As you are a mercenary, you are faultless for whoever hires you.
I am a Brightblade first. A mercenary to survive.
Yes, but I'm telling you what the humans would see. As a mercenary, if you are a mercenary and you were fighting against me, I would not fault you.
But dwarven honor is at stake. That is what I ask, and that is what I put on the table.
Your dwarven honor will remain intact. It will not be tarnished or harmed. If I was to lose, say, this bid for the throne, the dwarves will not be punished.
And how can you say that?
Because they are stalwart allies of Lutherencia.
That may be so. But if infighting happens, the dwarfs can recede into the mountains any time.
And as you said, it is a human infighting. You are a mere mercenary. While renowned warrior, you are still a mercenary. And you take this contract, it will not reflect on you or the dwarves. If I was to lose, they would quickly hire you to go kill orcs.
Very well.
And he just there, he goes and quickly turns to, who are you sitting next to? And you sit next to Sirsa. And you! You see, Lord Foster just kind of pointing to you. What do you say?
Well, as of right now, I have no reason to join you. Why should I help you take the throne?
Glad you asked that. Glad you asked. So, Andres, do you want to take this question or should I? You see Andres just kind of clears his throat. I'd be much more comfortable if you take it, my lord. Of course you would. Lauren, Offie would see you see the young nobleman who you guys saw from above, sitting also at the table. Of course, I'm more familiar with him. So. Young Andreas here has told me that his family has planned a coup on me with some of the other major families of Freehaven, as you all are aware from last night's festivities. The Menarans are the most powerful and influential family. Right after the noble, right after me, of course. And I do not know quite what they had to gain. I believe Andres will tell us. But it seems they, the Navistov family and the Strago family, have all joined together. You would assume the Strago family would be for the underworld, like thieves guild, assassin guild. So that would bring up a big thing to you, big bell to you. To everyone else, you guys would know the Menard family is the most powerful. So everyone who's been from Freehaven, so you would definitely know, and you know it. You have heard of them, the from Menard. You've heard of them from far out to the north. If you've been in the mountains, you've heard of how powerful they are. And of course, part of one of the prophecies of the information that young Andreas has given me suddenly has become, or I can't say prophecy, was a vision. So you guys look at the kid, he's looking over at Kurth. Kurth just nods and keeps drinking. A vision that Kurth has had makes is become enlightened to it. One of the visions, let me see if I get this right, Kurth. It was a fleet of dwarves will sail against Freehaven. And there you go, he's pulling out the paper. I have a report that a large pirate fleet has amassed and is threatening the towns and communities of the shorelines of the south.
Those are no dwarfs of mine.
Let me finish. These dwarven fleet, as he calls, it shows they are of the Durberg family. You can roll a history from memory, right? You can roll history if you want to remember.
You said Durger?
Yeah, Durberg. You can roll.
Wait, Durberg or Durger?
Durberg.
Okay.
Durberg.
Okay. Durger is something
everyone who's
else.
been in Freehaven can roll, get advantage. Everyone who's
Roll
new to
what?
Freehaven, you
Roll
get advantage.
Oh, okay.
Everyone who just showed up, you guys can roll. You can just roll, but you don't get advantage.
I'm not gonna roll just because there's no point in me knowing any of this.
All right.
I misplaced my character.
Actually, no. Actually, I will roll
History,
because
right?
maybe I have
History.
maybe I have bumped into them while I was in the sea.
19.
19.
Guidance.
9.
A natural 20, but 28 total.
Natural one.
Slug.
That was my
Natural
second.
1.
Hey.
17.
So
What'd you roll?
the guidance is
You
up
have
to
advantage.
me.
You have
Oh,
advantage.
my dice decided to hide itself, so. Not 20.
Okay. So those with so we're gonna go with first. Who had the lowest?
Me.
You,
I had the lowest.
Alright, you have one. You two. So you have no idea who these people are. You
Right.
just all you know is like okay, they're big families, pretty much as he's saying. You've heard they are a big family, and you believe they're mostly a dwarven family.
Okay. You're saying you?
Oh, sorry. I got it. So, Afi, you know nothing of this family, and Balsa, you do know that they're one of the largest families in Freehaven. So you do know that they are mostly consist of the dwarves. They do hire some humans occasionally, but you do know they're mainly dwarf family.
Okay.
Seriously, you rolled a 17?
Yes.
So what'd you roll, Okri?
19.
Alright, for 17, you have heard of them, as you have heard this dwarf family has started being other shipwrights now, and you do know you've seen some of their ships, and you've heard your friend Jared say enough that he wishes he had a Durberg ship. How finely and how strongly they are crafted. You recall that the boat you were riding in, that you agree the boat you were riding in was of Durberg built, a sturdy boat that you were being ferried in down the canals. And through that, you've also hearing of this clan, and you've also heard them from the north that they're a dwarf clan that has become shipwrights. Same thing. Became shipwrights, and they were actually good at it. Started becoming kind of renowned of it.
Would I know anything about like all of their clan being pirates, or like a subsect or something?
You do not. You've never heard of them being pirates. You do know that if pirates would like their vessels, they would steal them if they can.
Okay.
You would also know that you do know there's some rivalry with another family in Freehaven. You heard.
Which family?
You do not know. You've not heard. You do know. You've heard of a rivalry. You do know the family is Elvish.
Crafting rivalry?
Shipwright.
Oh, okay.
You two, since you rolled those, so Nahiri and Rothian, you guys since you're the 20s, you rolled. You do know that the Durberg family is on bad terms. So they're on bad terms with the Nashir family.
Who's the Nashir again?
One of the most powerful houses in Freehaven.
Okay.
So you do know they're really bad terms. They were very rich, and what you would know would be you'd have the role of separate, but you do know they are bad terms of the family and one of the other more powerful houses.
Mm-hmm.
You'd also know that they are in good terms with the Minarin and Navastov families.
Minarin and what?
Navastov families. And on top of the shipwright, you also know that they're actually they own construction companies also, so they build a lot of the buildings around Freehaven too. They make bids for building them. And another thing would be so you would also know this, Okri, they are actually renowned crafters. They were originally crafters from the Dwarfholds and they left.
The Dubar?
Yeah, the Durberg clan.
Durberg.
You do know it was a clan they left and they went to Freehaven, where they became they're referred to as a family instead of a clan.
Okay.
So, as he says, they have apparently sided with the Minarin in this civil war. And they have, as Andres said, supplied this pirate fleet with their ships. He goes, am I correct, Andres? Andres is in there just, you guys like stare at him, he just nods and, you are correct, my lord. He just continues kind of eating and eats kind of slowly.
What a waste of a perfect craft.
Out of character, remind me, you said Durberg also had underground connections as well, or was that...
No, you know of the Strago.
Strago, oh.
So when you said
The one we were
Strago,
talking
those are
about
ones that
earlier.
ring the Strago
Yeah.
family is the one that reads, pretty much rings a bell. You're like, oh, you have definitely heard of them.
Out of
Yeah.
character, Strago's Italian for what?
Strago?
Sounds really
Ace
familiar.
Warrior? I don't know. But
Oh, yeah,
I
that was
just
the
knew.
dwarf guy.
So,
Oh.
you would also know when he says these other names, you've heard of these. Sorry. Ibalsa. So when he says some of these other names, large names, you have heard. You do know that they're the large families. You do know he's throwing out large family names, the most powerful names in Freehaven. Well, that's just the tip of the they say up north? Tip of the iceberg? Is that how it is?
Aye.
As he stares at you, points at you. Okay. Ah, good. Well, I do not believe we get much icebergs here in the south. Obvious reason, of course. Well, with that, is there any questions about that?
While all this is happening, I'm deciding to pray to my god.
All right.
I have been told to hit the iron while it's still hot. I wish for a new steed. A giant goat. Worthy of my kind.
This can be done.
To pull the cart and to help the crew.
And this can be an acceptable proposition. Of course, if you agree to be one of my agents.
I have already said I will.
All right. Of course. And with your position, I believe you're inclined to help as well.
You said that the shorelines were being ravaged by pirates.
They're being threatened. I've sent out the majority of our navy to protect them.
How recent is this?
I received it this morning.
If I return home to tell to the other circles and I find that we've been harmed, there will be recompense for this.
Of course.
Agreement or no.
There will be recompense for it, despite it. No one threatens my people.
So, say I agree to help you. How do you expect us to convince your uncles?
Well, I'm afraid with how everything is unfolding, that we have to come to have to wait. I believe this is a further plan on taking Freehaven from me. I believe we must defend Freehaven from this takeover. Thwart them here. Ensure Freehaven's safety.
We're not
Amen.
traveling to meet them.
After our defenses have been raised. And then we will go on the offensive. I want to ensure my people are safe from harm, even all the communities.
How do you not have defenses already set up?
We do. It is our navy. Which our majority of our navy is heading out as we speak to go and thwart this great pirate fleet. Meet them head on.
What is... Sorry.
Oh.
I was going to say, what's my god say?
Which roll for
I didn't roll.
religion?
You never
Okay,
told
okay.
me to roll.
Roll for religion.
Alright, guidance.
Okay.
Pray to pray.
Pray to pray. 19.
What's your 20 total?
Oh, plus 10. 29.
Who was your god again?
Istitia.
Istitia, you do hear, Istitia, as you're praying, you get a vision. And you see a great fleet. And with it does indeed look like a great pirate fleet. Ones you're used to seeing nearby your island home, from where you come from. They look like a bunch of raiders and they're kind of sailing. You've never seen this many ships before, though. It shows that over a vast, you're kind of close, it gets kind of closer. It kind of goes over the ships, and a lot of the ships look kind of the same. They do have, there's markings on them, different flags, a lot of a ragtag crew. What you would know with your religion is showing it. What you would know with your role is that some of these don't look like the usual pirates you're used to.
Okay.
From what you're being shown through this vision, is a large group of men. Some of them are not pirates, but a lot of them are. And they do just see them sailing, and it shows them in your vision. It shows them like going out towards the beaches and like attacking the smaller communities.
Okay.
And you do see, then it just spans out, turns around, and you see the island. From what you understand, from heading there is Freehaven, and you see another great fleet heading out.
Heading out from Freehaven?
From Freehaven, a bunch of the ships, and they have carrying the banner of Freehaven. And it looks some of the ships are already actually getting ready to meet. As soon as you see like a clash of steel, the vision just ends.
Okay. I wake up. I relay that. I decide to relay that to everyone.
And see, ask and you shall receive. If that is your great vision, it is already started. Perhaps your eyes can see something I do not. I try my best to see all angles, but you have any questions so far for our young Menard friend?
Out of character, Menard friend is the noble next to you.
Yep, next to him. So the noble's saying that right next to him.
Adonis, was it?
Andreas.
Andreas.
I don't have a question, just a statement. To me, he's now Andre. I kind of look at him, and I'm holding on to my purse tied to my belt.
Yeah. He's kind of, you see as you're looking at Andres, you see his eyes just shift. He's looking at you, Creatus. Indeed. Goes down his, goes and gets his drink and just kind of drinks. Consider it a gift.
You've paid for my forgiveness.
You're cheap too. Your forgiveness is very cheap.
On my life, not my honor.
I suppose you can't put a price on a dwarven's honor.
And he just goes back to drinking his ale.
Alright.
Lord Faustus,
He's also filling up his
Of course.
cask.
What is it, the boss?
can you send warning to Honeyshore?
There is a warning sent out to all the towns.
Okay.
If my vision is true, then my homeland has already been attacked.
I don't know. Where do you hail from?
Far, far away.
I do not. Well, that would be. Perhaps it's been attacked by pirates, but I do not. You would know. From your vision, you didn't see anything of your showing your homeland.
Okay. Well, I thought you said they were attacking my islands.
No, they're attacking. You saw them coming towards there's a great large fleet of them, but they're coming towards more from out by the sea. And then you did see other islands, but you knew it was the islands that you
Visited before.
visited before.
Okay.
You know that's not your homeland.
That's what I was confused about. So
Okay.
I retract that statement.
Okay. So do not worry. I've sent responses to all the major settlements outside of Freehaven. Most of with luck, all the smaller communities will make it there, or they're to be behind the walls of the towns, cities there.
Alright. May I be excused to go speak with my troop?
You are free to go, but we are not. There are more questions. Perhaps you would wish to ask our young friend.
Well, I haven't agreed to help yet, so
Well, you may go.
thank you. She gets up and exits.
Well, perhaps your keen intellect, from your studying, your studious nature from the magic, is there a question that perhaps we should not overlook from this newly information?
Again, I don't know. At all.
Can we do a wisdom check to see
You
what?
can.
Funny enough, you asked for an intellect, and I roll a gut check.
Roll that check.
That was not an intended roll. That's way better. But I believe that's a total of 19.
Along with from when you arrived in the town, in the city, you have heard of Menard have their own private army. On top of that, you do know the majority of the forces of Freehaven consist of the Navy, and now most of that military forces have left.
Forgive me, I feel a little lost. I'm still out of character.
Okay. See, like I said, you know that large majority of the forces protecting freedom are gone.
Mm-hmm.
And you do know Menard has their own personal army.
Sure.
Do you see anything wrong with this? Or perhaps there's something our young friend is not telling us? Is there more information? Well, you kind of cast drinking. Well, what else is there you want to know?
I raise my warhammer and get ready to use thunder on him.
You're getting ready to use thunder on him.
Well, I'm gonna warn him. I'm warning.
Oh, okay.
I'm warning you. Do you have any more information? And if you hold any more informations from us or Astitia, I will strike you down.
No. I have lots of information. You just need to ask me the questions. I don't know what you want to hear.
What we need to know.
What of your family's army?
The Minaran privateers are getting ready. I don't know the full extent. I do know they are getting ready to work with the forces lent over from Bloodgate and Bastion. There are troops who've been sent here. My family has, along with the other families who have sided with them, have bought some properties, and the key properties around the Freehaven Isles. I don't know much about magic, but it looked like they are carving great circles there. I do not know what they're for. I believe my upbringing, I believe they were summoning circles.
What would they be summoning?
I imagine troops
To overthrow you?
to overthrow the High Lord here.
And where are they now?
I cannot say.
What do you mean you cannot say?
I am not privy, as the youngest child, I'm not privy to all the lands and buildings bought, the property bought for my family. All I know is what I've seen. I do have some family loyalty, but I have more loyalty to myself. And if my loyalty must go to the High Lord to ensure my survival, I will do so.
Out of game, do I have any information about, like, of the lords, like Lady Viola? Like, would that lead me to?
You do recall it, if you roll history.
Okay.
Are you like saying this out loud and stuff?
Well, I was saying out of game
Okay.
if I knew anything out, and if I'm rolling history.
Roll history,
then-
see if you can remember.
Okay.
You can use a inspiration.
Do I have inspiration?
Yes, you
Yeah,
do.
you start
You
with
get
one
one.
every session.
Oh, I do have inspiration. Yeah, I will use an inspiration.
All right.
Guidance.
There you go.
I have to do math. Sorry, hold on. Is it a history?
Yes.
20 not nat.
You do recall she was saying she was part of the Navistov family. And that's what they were, when she came on board the ship, she was referenced as the Navistov representative.
Okay. So I there is a connection I'd be able to find.
Yes, and her family is one of the ones who have sided with the Menards.
I remember, so I'm back in character. I remember hearing something from Lady Viola about meeting her at her garden.
You see, spouse. Well, I mean, what you do on your time off is no concern of mine. But, yes, the Navastov family is renowned for their running and owning the vast majority, monopoly really, of the gardens and in most towns, most major cities.
Well, she might have information then on
Perhaps.
where these summoning circles are happening.
There's the Navastov as the allies, perhaps, but I don't know how much the Manaran. I know the Manaran don't like sharing. He stares at. You see the High Lord staring at Andreas. But the Durbergs, it's the Durbergs. He's pulling up his fingers. You see the Durbergs, Manaran, Strago, and Navastov. That is 4 of the 7 great families are turning against me. I do not know if the others are fully invested as much as appears the Manaran are. Which brings the question, what will the Manaran gain from this?
Then I go to Andres. What would the Manarans gain?
We would gain, as you said, it is an age of elevation, my lord. And the family would gain elevation. We are indeed one of the largest families in the kingdom. But there are several that are higher than us. But what is the highest family? Yeah, just stares at the High Lord. You see the High Lord just smile. That would be the Bavarian family. Indeed. And one of my brothers has been promised to be married into the Bavarian family.
Then why the treason?
I am the youngest son. I would get the scraps. If I can preserve my life, and if my family were to be at fault and they were to be taken down, I would get everything.
And Ogre kind of guffaws at that and says, "Now that's politics."
You see him raise a drink to you. Of course.
I raise my drink to him.
And he drinks. If my family were to be, I don't wish them dead, but if I were to be elevated to the head of the family, I would have much sway over these politics and the actions throughout the kingdom. And the High Lord here would have a more powerful ally.
So you betray your family?
For elevation. He takes another drink.
I spit on the floor.
I know your feelings, but please, not dirty the room. Not take it on your frustration on the room. If you're truly mad, you can box over a cup. Psh, short.
And
Not too much. Not too much.
Okri kind of just like, oh, the waste. But no, Okri kind of looks at Offie and says, "There's a saying: if a tree has a toxic branch, you cut it off."
But he's talking about chopping off the whole tree and leaving the branch himself.
He is the sapling.
He is the toxin.
I may stop you, and there is a matter I must consult here with our young druid friend. So, Sirsha
Yes?
said, I'm most glad that the first keeper has agreed to the terms. And as they say, words can be broken, as our dwarf friend has said. I prefer action over words. As you are well, if I were to fail, I would give you a rundown. Your druid circle in all regards, if my uncle Tiberius was to win, he would probably take your circle and weaponize it. You would be new defenders or protectors of the sea. To spread the greatness of Uthrinsia. I want to give you those lands so you can live how you choose. That is what is at stake. And if my other uncle was to rule, he would force you to indoctrinate his religion. perhaps change your ways completely.
You'd be a slave.
I kind of see that, and I kind of flash a glare at Okri.
Those are the choices that have been given to you. I give you your land. You can become war druids, or you can switch religions.
I don't like either of those options.
And I can believe that leaves it to you get your own lands, and you get your own lands, and are in charge of your own fate. I propose, if it's a good time, if you can leave now, there can be a boat waiting for you.
That would be best, because
You
I
can-
still feel it's not my true decision. It's not my place to decide the final
Choice.
choice.
One of my guards can take you, will teleport you to the bay. You can take one of the ships near there. It is another flying ship, much faster than the one sail across the waves that you're accustomed to.
Mhm.
It can take you to your homeland, and if the druids can, I would greatly appreciate assistance in dealing with this pirate problem. Then you can go. The guard will follow you. We'll show you the way.
Okay,
I do wish to hear back from you.
and you will.
Travel safe, Saoirse.
I sent you an elfish. Thank you.
Give my regards to Grumda.
Mm.
With that, we're going to go over to Cookie real quick. Cookie, as you go towards the troop, as you walk in there, you let your guard trades away and kind of keeps his distance from the door. As you walk in, you do see Alaris in the similar area. Kind of see him. He's kind of reading a book right now. He sees. Sorry for leaving you there, but I do believe it's none of my business.
That's quite all right. Is the rest of the troop in there?
You see them eating. You see the room is actually quite messier than it was.
Okay.
Than it was previously when you left.
I'm sure a certain cat and a bird got to that.
You're walking towards it. You find there are looks like some food has been on the wall.
I frown concernedly at the wall.
You do see that Solace is sitting up. She's sitting up, and you see Piccadilly next to her, kind of eating. She looks like she's eating. She's still kind of pale, but she is eating more solid food.
Celise, how are you feeling?
Alive?
That's good. I look to Lucille.
Seal's kind of singing on one of the chairs, just slowly eating. Just looks like she's kind of deep in thought.
Lucille?
You see she just stares up at you slowly. What'd you learn?
Well, Faustus wants us to be his agents to help stop the Civil War. And in return for my participation, he has offered a rather nice theater for us to move to, and some land for myself.
You see, as you say theater, you see one for Sarge's eyes just light up. She kind of gets, she gets closer. Do tell, a theater, a proper one.
Yeah.
She just does like some dramatic poses. Lucille, we wouldn't have to leave for jobs. We could just have it there.
And I guess he saw my magic during that fight, and that's why he wants me.
Lucille just kind of breathe and is like more thinking, and everyone's kind of just staring at Lucille. It is not my choice to choose for you.
I know.
It was your choice to join our troop. It is your choice whether you will leave.
I don't really want to leave the troop, but that offer's really good.
we'll call it extended leave. Or extended absence.
Okay. So I'll go back and tell him I accept his offer.
As you're saying that is just you see Kazan come up and just kind of hug you, gives you a hug.
I hug him back.
Nice. He don't want to be the same without you.
I'll send letters.
No, you won't.
Yes, I will.
You don't write to anyone but Amelia.
Well, I write my mom.
He just stops there. It's true. I won't hold my breath.
Wow. Thanks for the faith.
See, Piccadilly kind of leaves Saul's side. He just kind of pats her hand and comes up to you, just like hugs your leg.
I pat him on the head.
He just says, he's like, now we're going to rely on one persona to fly.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
If you're gone, they'll just pick on me more. You see Kazan behind him, shaking his head yes.
Well, the good thing is you're small and can sneak around.
But he's a cat.
Uh-huh. I guess you just have to get sneakier.
Oh, you see, he just kind of like looks down.
I think you can do it.
See, Lucio just stands up. All right, everyone, you don't need to make this so dramatic or sad. She's going to go earn her keep. She's not leaving us. She will be back. You better be back. As she looks at you and just points to you.
I promise.
She goes up and kind of gives you a hug.
Yeah.
You just
I hug
kind of
back.
squeezes a little bit.
I hug back as
You're
best I can.
Come back to us alive. And mostly in one piece.
Okay.
And Sally, you see Sally's kind of put her arms out from over at the
I go over and I give her a hug.
Alright. Give me a hug. Just she goes like, I'll make new tricks for when they'll be ready by the time you get back.
That'll be wonderful.
She's got like thumbs up and just like kind of. You do feel her hug's a little weak
Yeah.
because she's still, but she kind of leans back more. Just,
I squeeze her shoulders and say, get some rest.
and she says, Lars' soup is helping a lot.
I'm glad.
As you kind of say your goodbyes and you turn around to Lars says, hope everything goes well.
Thank you.
Kind of goes back to reading.
I turn to the troop and say, if there's time before I leave, I'll come back to see you.
They all nod. We'll look forward to it.
Okay.
That's what Seal says. Tells you.
I guess bye for now then.
So you leave the door and Garth's a little bit of ways away. Just waiting there. She's looking, but ready to head back.
Yes.
She nods and escorts you back to the room. As you look like they're all talking, all kind of talking to Andreas. He seems to be, when you approach, he seems to be more talking kind of with Oakry, kind of politics a little bit.
Mhm.
Ah, my dear, you are back. What is the verdict?
I accept your offer.
Oh, wonderful. As you do approach, you notice that Saoirse is also gone. The water Ganassi is gone.
Where'd, I gesture because I don't think I learned her name.
Oh.
Where'd she?
Saoirse. She has returned to her people to bring aid against this pirate fleet.
Okay. Did I miss anything important?
Apparently, the Menan family has very high expectations. They wish to, marry into the family.
Marry into which family?
Oh, mine.
Oh?
They wish to, the curiosity is whose side are you rooting? I'm guessing from the soldiers and everything. It is clearly my uncle Tiberius. You see, Andreas' eyes. Yes, you are correct. Pierce is making a move, and I believe he's making a move through his partnership with us. And
So, wait, if he's marrying into the family, does that mean there's a Bavarian that's going to betray you?
are you talking to Hydorf office?
Yeah.
Perhaps you do not get the scope of this. The entire Tiberius' entire family, that section of the Bavarian family, is against me.
Yes.
So, I suppose that would be an accurate saying. They're already trying to conquer Freehaven. I do not know who they are marrying. Apparently his brother is marrying it. So perhaps one of my, that could be a cousin, perhaps one of my nieces.
Wait, out of character, you said the Minara man is marrying
Yeah, into the Bavarian family.
Okay. Okay, I said something
He's
else.
marrying a Bavarian family.
Okay. You can go back.
I'm, follow you, follow those of, who is here is familiar with the families?
He also raises her hand.
Has what?
With the families.
Met with the families?
Is familiar with the families.
Oh. I hear you raised her hand casually.
Alright, I'm guessing you know. You have obviously been told probably the cliff notes from the from the. Oh, so yes, he gestures to Rothin. You've probably been given cliff notes by the High Marshal.
Yes, I don't know many details, but the summaries.
Well, to put it simply, this Strago family, they run most of the underworld, if you will, of Freehaven. A large group of a lot of pull, a lot of influence in the underworld, almost as much as I. And that's just one family. They mostly have the pull on the mercenary guilds and the assassin guilds. Well, I do know the Thieves Guild will mostly side with myself, but this could be another angle that they're aiming for. A multi-pronged attack against my grip on my influence in the city. They're taking the underworld. They've just taken the majority of they're trying to take the underworld. They took a majority of the navy away. But I still have my troops here. I should still outnumber them. That's what puzzles me. Why would they still make such a bold move and bring their troops? You see as Andres kind of wiping his mouth. That's because your troops are going to. That's because the Navy here is going to help the Bloodgate troops.
You have traitors in your army?
You see as a puzzled look on the High Lord's face. He just stares at the High Marshal. High Marshal he just looks behind him. High Marshal behind us shakes her head. There is no one who would betray us. And see, Andreas is one of the admirals. Has already betrayed you. From what I understand is, so what I understand is that this admiral, I can't recall his name. I believe he is. What was the talk they did over the garden? That one nice garden. Yes, the head of the Navistov family. I believe she's northern. I don't know why that got brought up, but I believe she is his lover and has gotten him to use his military influence to betray you.
So what if we take her hostage?
It could work, but
If she's the head of a family, wouldn't she be heavily protected?
Well, yes. But we have the resources of a lord.
That's still a tricky maneuver, even for someone like me. That's still. Nahiri just kind of shakes her head, just kind of goes into thought. Like you see like the math equation thing, like we're appearing around her, trying to figure out how to do this.
And you have never heard of the determination of a dwarf.
you guys all see
We
High
have
Lord-
toppled mountains.
High Lord Foster is leaning back. But of course that is only one admiral. One of the 7 admirals. Here and 3 here.
The other 6 are loyal to you?
Of course. They are. Throughout this fight, it was muchly discussed that the Navy is mostly concerned with the protection of the city and the people from coastal attacks. They will take no part and no side in this civil war.
Then why not alert them to the traitor admiral?
I could most certainly. I'd have to find out who this admiral is without the name. Which shouldn't be too hard. But there's also, with one Lord Admiral, another 2, 3. 2 are at sea, or is it 3? Some number of them are dealing with the pirates. Another 2 are always stationed over at Deep Gate. Leaves one or 2 more in Freehaven. It would definitely, you could cut communications. I doubt he would have any real. He would definitely be able to take at least one of the islands. Andreas is. He just kind of wiped it. He's just like cleaning himself off. Looks like they have hostages.
Who has hostages?
The Stragos.
Of course they do.
The Strago family, for those who do not know, as the High Lord has said, are the ones who are of great influence in the criminal underworld. I merely know most of this information because my brother talks a lot. It seems as they have taken the families of most of the admirals hostage and have gotten the other admirals to relinquish command of their troops to the loyal admiral, to the Menard.
So then it's pointless to warn them, because they already know.
It appears so, and that is why I'm most hoping for that you would win. Because there's only one loose end that they could have gained this information from. You see as he's kind of pointing to himself. I'm all in this play. If they find out I betrayed them, they've already put me on a sacrifice once, they will just do it again.
Do you know where the Stragos are holding the family's hostages?
Not a clue.
Then what would you have us do, Mr. Playwright?
He kind of just raised his eyebrow. Indeed. That is not my say. That is for the High Lord, since you are his agents.
Well, Lord Faustus,
You see, as you guys look at the High Lord, he's in kind of looks like he's deep in thought, and kind of is nodding over at the High Marshal.
I say we save the families. We get
And
the...
you just knock a whole bunch of his plates off the table. He stands up and just walks away. Walks to the table.
I look at the High Admiral.
High Admiral just...
I look at the marshal.
You see the High Admiral, you just see kind of flames kind of dancing around her fingers. Turns around. Apparently, High Lord Tiberius is here. He is at Deep Gate, awaiting the arrival of High Lord Faustus. He wishes to speak. It's another High Lord. Lord Faustus cannot decline this being.
Out of character, who was this other High Lord again?
High Lord Tiberius.
Tiberius.
You know him. The thing is, he is the ruler of all the area of Bloodgate and other kingdoms.
Do I know him?
You've heard of him. Most of your thoughts, you think he's just a bloodthirsty warrior.
Have I heard of him?
You have. Pretty much you think the same thing. So, here and well, you guys would know, just think of him as a bloodthirsty kind of just barbarian overlord who rules over in the northwestern section. Afi, you have no idea who this is.
Yeah. Thumbs up.
Oki gets up and says, "This conversation is moot until we have instructions on what to follow. I will be back in my room."
Before you leave, you sit here out. Wait.
What is it, Andre?
That's Andre. This is you as you look, you see the hand raised. It's
Oh, okay.
of the High Lord.
Hey,
He's
Faustus?
kinda-
I thought he stormed out.
He's over by the window.
Oh,
He's
okay.
like,
never mind.
he's just
Sorry.
he's turning around and he looks like he's just like circling his temples. Just of course, let's use this to our advantage. They don't. Right. So I apparently am going to go meet my uncle, and that also brings the High Marshal out of the equation as well, as she will be accompanying me.
Do you think they're going to attack during that?
No, I'm taking the High Marshal with me as
No,
they
not
will.
attack you, attack the city.
I do not think so. I believe they are trying to keep everything under wraps. That's why they're being all sneaky about it. But they do know that with these teleportation circles, they can bring troops in.
The what? I wasn't here for that.
Ah, yes. They have troops from their keeps here, stationed in unknown buildings.
That's great.
So there is a large foreign military force in the city.
You'll be close to Lord Tiberius. Will you have a chance to kill him?
I really do not wish to kill my uncle, as he is a renowned strategist and very good at his job, defending the Bloodgate, defending against the incursions of the orcs.
Bah, you humans.
With him there, though, he's probably brought other officers here, though, to lead. So the Navy is out. What Navy remains is going to be is going to be helping position his troops in the key locations. And you see him, he's kind of walking around thinking, all right, we can do this. The greatest strength we have is you. He kind of points to all of you. If you are as all my agents, you are able to go out and retake the city. I have some contacts who can help, as well as you perhaps can reach out to any contacts you possess. Reliable contacts. We don't know who's on whose side.
So you expect us to take down an army?
No. I wish for you to perhaps retake the underworld, as you will. The black markets, the Thief Guild, Assassin's Guilds. Retake them and ensure their loyalty,
And rescue the hostages.
of course. And perhaps seek out the other families and see if they will support us in this endeavor. And that is why you should be come with us. He goes and stares at you, Neri. If there are indeed struggle families to indeed making a move, I fear for like connections in the Thieves Guild.
He's kind of just pondering.
As my uncle loves weaponizing people and using them for war.
Okri starts to move towards the door again and says, I am past the frivolous, drawn-out conversations. I am ready. Point me in a direction when you are.
Oh, I like that attitude.
And he leaves.
I know. What? So, what say you, Nihiri, needs?
So you want to use me as a connection to the Thieves Guild. Am I hearing this correctly?
Yes. Always another set of eyes is good.
Wait,
Aye.
are you a thief?
She kind of points at herself in her leather thief garb. Like spreads her arms like, yes.
Alright.
Is
What a bad thief.
As you see is you see Lord Faustus. Of course she's not a thief. He's just nodding as he says.
Oh, yes, right, because that would be illegal.
He just
if
kind of
it's gonna
shakes his
be
head.
technicalities, like they call it hired mercenary or something.
No, you're an agent. It's okay.
Technically I haven't agreed to anything yet, so technically I am nothing.
He also shrugs.
Well, you do not have to agree, but of course, if you do not help, I can't promise everything will be the same. You very well might become an assassin that to steal people's lives instead of just trinkets. And then there's, of course, your love for the mundane. I can pay you very, very well.
Here kind of ponders for a second, like just thinking about that, and then she's like, she pulls out a piece of paper and kind of writes something on it, and I will hand you it to you later. She's like, I want you to send, if you're able to, guards to this location. I would like protection for this area, for the people, these specific people. I don't care about the rest. And I will help you.
As he's speaking to you, he's using Thieves' Cant. He's speaking to you, he's telling you Thieves' Cant. He's telling you, Neri, I do not have jurisdiction in this area. This is out of the southern area. I can send someone to go watch it. He's kind of just talking more. But there also seems like he's just talking about the deal. He's telling you guys, I can send one of my agents to go watch it, but that's all I can do.
Okay, so he can't like guarantee. It's just he's gonna reply. You can't guarantee the safety of these two people.
And he's pretty much saying back, like, these two people, themselves, they're off harm's way for now.
Okay. Okay, so then instead in Thieves' Cant, she says, then instead of that, if I survive this, or even if I don't, I want funds and land for myself to live comfortably for me and the two on that list.
You're doing a little sign saying how much?
Just enough to be comfortable. Not rich, just comfortable.
You see him sign, he says, I'll double it.
Okay. And Harry in common just says, okay, we're good. I will help you.
That is good. Well, okay. He turns and looks at you. I am going to put you in charge of this ragtag team. As you are being able to constantly be in communication with us.
Of course.
Well, before I get ahead, I guess, what say you offer?
Well, from what my visions tell me, it seems that we are destined to a battle overseas. That's correct, right? Out of game.
Well, that is
Out of game.
our game. You know, there's pirates. Seems you guys are just going to the islands.
Well, the clash.
Oh, the clash. There is a clash out in the seas, but you guys are being sent down to the island.
To which island?
Just that you're going to go down to the what you know remember is the Lady or the Muse as you guys are flying over that.
That there's gonna be another battle. Okay. Something tells me that Estitia wants me to help you out.
That would be wonderful. The more we can help, the better. I I do hope for safe travels for all of you. And of course, and he goes and, Kurt, if you will. Kurt just, you see you guys look in the corner, you see Kurt just put his drink down. He opens a drawer and pulls some stuff out, pulls out a little thing and walks to the table, just places it there. Looks to be a wooden box. Kurt, you can go back to your corner. And he kind of opens it and just, he's going, you do not need that stone anymore. Puts his hand out.
Take it out.
This is a much better one. Point out a lot more intricate one. Not only will yours allow you to communicate with me and the High Marshal, I shall be able to communicate. He's passing each of you guys, passing each one to each of you guys, to each of them as well.
So it's to both of you rather than just to the High Marshal.
The High Marshal probably will not leave my side very often. So it is to her.
Then it is the same as the one I had before?
But of course there's others you can now communicate with.
Oh.
He kind of brings one on your face. You see him just kind of moving it back and forth in front of your face. And
What is he waving my face?
It's a sending stone.
Ebalsa picks hers up and says, "How do these work?"
He just keeps waving it. You see, if you have it on you and you grasp it, you say the name of those you think of the person you're going to speak with, and you speak to them from as long as you're on the same plane. You know? So if they have a stone and I'm all the way across Uthrensia, I can still talk with them.
Do they have to have stone?
Yes.
Okay.
Are you going to take
He's
he's
like,
looking-
why are you waving it at me?
He just tosses it to you.
Use her tail to catch it. Or do I have to roll for that?
You can just do it also. You can.
Okay. It's hanging off my tail and
You
she's
watched.
just kind of,
You watched it enough that you kind of just judged it. She grabbed it.
she's a little irritated. She just wants to chuck it back at you. She restrained though.
That is for you. Now, no doubt that you all have those who are close to you that you can go to. Well, most of you have those close to you who are in the city who you can speak to for aid. I do hope they are reliable, as I can give you some names to look for. Maybe you can ask them. But I fear your greatest bet would be, he goes and I just grabs you around the shoulder, is her.
And she's gonna
So
punch him
walk
in the under the elbow or under the rib.
You see her, yep, the greatest asset. Just,
She kind of looks and she's like, "If you don't remove your hand this instant, I will stab you."
Let's go. Of course. Now, excuse sorry for my burst of anger earlier. I must be going. But I will give you some names of those you can seek out with your connections. He's going to, he kind of like, he goes and looks like he's looking for like a bookcase. He goes to the bookshelf. Let's see, what are they? Who are they? You can find, seek out Athos at the Thieves Guild. You can roll history if you want.
Yeah.
For all these people. Seek out Athos at the Thieves Guild.
It's 8 plus what? History?
Actually, Thieves Guild, you get advantage. Yeah. Oh, level 6, I'll just say you know him. Athos,
Okay.
Athos as a thief of great renown.
Great renown?
Yeah, you do know him as a member of the Thieves Guild, and a lot of people
Okay.
respect this person. Check out Athos of the Thieves Guild. You can also search for, if you need to, you can go to speak to Gorsak. He is a dragonborn. But he's a dragonborn, he is a black market merchant.
Oh. Do I know him?
Is Athos human?
Athos is human.
And what was he again?
Oh,
Gorsak?
he is a dragonborn.
No, his
Black market.
Black
black
market.
market. Thank
Black
you.
market merchant. Tell you of anything the dealings going around. I doubt if the star goes in line, the one thing I do know is they like making coin. And they would not have made a deal if their business was going to be disrupted.
I can tell you that for sure.
Find them. Ask for, if you find Athos, ask for Shaw. That's all I can tell you.
Shaw?
Ask for Shaw.
Do I know who that is?
You have heard this name used, and it is a great of mystery to those. You've only heard that name in the direst of times when, like the older thieves, or they talk about legend of the Shaw, as they call it.
So ask Athos about Shaw?
Yes.
Okay.
What about, this might be a stretch, but what about anyone in the College of Arts?
The College of Arts has connections with the guild, so perhaps.
I mean, there is my, was my combat professor.
I'm afraid I'm not as acquainted with the College of Arts. I do give them great funds, so I'm not as acquainted as I should be, as I feel I should be. If you believe this professor could help, then by all means.
All right.
I guess with that, my dear Belrotian, I do believe the High Marshal wishes to speak to you in the private chambers. Feel free to eat. I must go and prepare for my family greeting. So he kind of goes and out to the side. And you see the High Lord kind of walk towards one another.
Belro will get up and go follow.
Goes and like opens the door. You see him just walks in. You get you walk in, you hear shut the door.
Fine. I don't say that out loud, but I'll say it.
I don't think I can tell you the importance of this mission.
Part of a prophecy. How more important can it get?
I don't believe in a prophecy. I believe in results.
As you've taught me, I'm skeptical about the prophecy part as well.
But if it's what our Lord wishes to put his faith in, then very well. Your sword.
I'll hand it over in the scabbard.
Kind of pulls it out and just does like a quick salute with it, just messing around with it. Just you see she's like kind of spinning it around, checking the balance. Ends up with her like, pointing it over at the wall, holding it. It's a fine blade. She takes it and kind of walks across the room, puts it down. Kind of you see her you open a case, pulls out another sword, and kind of offers it to you.
Take it.
This is a finer one.
My sword.
Shiny sword.
She hands you a sword. It does look of elven make, and it's still in scabbard, but if you look at the scabbard, it does look like it's high grade.
May I ask how different it is?
It is better.
Alright. Mentally note to identify it as soon as possible.
Do not fail.
Yes, ma'am. Tie it on to my belt.
You know your orders. Lead this troop. Bring me back results.
Yes, ma'am.
You're dismissed. Kind of just walks out and walks out, waits for you to leave the room too.
I'll do a small sigh. Do a side glance to my old sword and cry.
You guys, as you're
On the inside.
as everyone else is talking, you see like the door open again, and the High Marshal walks out. And you see Belrothian walk out. What do you do in their office?
What is your name? I was never introduced.
No, that's
You see it? Do you like just point or you like walk?
Yeah,
You
I
just walk
actually
out?
go.
As you see, as you're talking, you see Ophius turn. You see Ganassi, a woman, just turn to you. What's your name? Points to you.
Sorry. Nahiri's not laughing, I promise. That's just me.
Ibalsa is.
I will say she's kind of startled. She's just like, well, what is this? Nahiri can kind of look and be like, Nahiri.
It is nice to meet you, Nahiri. It seems that we will be in battle soon.
It appears so. May I ask what your name is?
Afi.
Afi?
And this is Ibalsa.
Hi.
Hello.
The short man who left is Okri.
Oh, yay.
The female that has left also is Sersha. And that is Bel Rothi.
At this time, aren't I still in the...
You guys start walking
Oh,
closer.
okay.
Walking back in.
So as you walk out, that is Bel Rothi.
Very good.
You get a message. No, you get a message from High Lord. You remember names. Step in the right direction.
She.
You don't hear it. It's the message.
I'm just out of game. She.
Yeah, she. That's what I said.
You said he.
I said she.
You said
And I
he.
said
We can just listen to the recording.
Anyway.
I'm confused.
Anyway. So you hear step in the right direction. She can remember. She walks up to the table and just puts her hand on the table. What are y'all waiting for? You have your orders. You are all dismissed. Follow Belrothian's order. Follow Belrothian.
Ibalsa stands up. She looks out the window. Are we in the courtyard for the College of Arts yet?
We are over it. The ship
That
will
was
be-
out of character.
Oh, okay. She's saying. So no, you do know you're flying closer to it if you look out the window.
Nobody wants to ask Scary Lady.
No, no.
I do.
Stop. Nahiri's not afraid
You're
to.
gonna wink again. All right. She just real quick. She's like, you will be all let down in the College of Arts grounds.
Then may I make a suggestion? That should be where my combat instructor is. If we could visit him first.
What will he know?
Well, like Lord Faustus said, the college has ties with a lot of the guilds.
That is for all of you to decide. You see Lord Fawcett come out, he's carrying a bag. Ready, my lord? Of course. Always good to see my uncle. Let us go. He put his hand out. She just does it. You see, she just a motion. There's a circle appears around both, and the kind of door appears in front of them, blocks their view. And you notice they just walk through it and just disappears again.
Safe travels. Nahiri mumbles,
I
show
wanna-
off.
Oh, real quickly. Okay.
But-
Yes, okay.
So when I walked out, I went to go to my room, get my supplies and my gear and all that, and then I went to my mule.
Get your mule.
Mule.
Yes.
Mule.
Mule?
Mule. Oh, mule.
Okay.
I started taking off his barding and whatnot, and I'm apologizing to him and feeding him carrots and whatnot and saying my goodbyes. It's okay. We'll fight you a forever home.
He's crying.
Okay, as
A
you're
little bit.
trying to off you real quick. What is it you're...
So I was gonna roll. I believe it's Arcana to see what
Yeah.
kind of spell that was.
You work on?
Guidance. And I roll. 13.
13. You believe it was had to do with something door. You think you've heard of this spell where the caster can take one other person who like the same size and can teleport to a different location.
That's a lot of information.
And with that, we are going to end this episode here. Thank you for joining us, and please join us for the next episode of Sore Feet Adventurers.
Bye.